Hey, welcome to my channel, I guess. Today is September 4th, 2020. We are just about 2 months from the election, and I'm going to kind of give you the state of things and more of the third party perspective on everything. So, the way things are standing right now, Trump looks like he's going to be beaten pretty bad. A lot of the early numbers are showing that Biden is doing very well in some of the swing states, you know, the uh, the battleground states. So it looks like he's going to pull out the electoral college regardless of what the whatever the popular vote is. So it seems that we're going to have a President Biden, whatever. It's also possible that he doesn't do as well as it looks like, just because some of the states like Virginia, Arizona, Georgia that Democrats are like wedding themselves that they might be able to get are a lot closer than it seems, and there's a good chance that with like voter suppression and overconfidence and stuff that the Republicans kind of like maintain their hold on some of these areas. So um, there's also the scary thought that, on election night, Trump is leading in a lot of states by a heavy margin, and then within the week that dwindles just because of um, the mail-in voting. There's a good chance that the Biden votes are going to come in little by little and kind of like erase the deficits that he's facing. So the thing is that I think there's a larger margin of people that on the Democratic side that are willing to vote by mail because there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I voted by mail before. I'm sure most of us have at some point had to vote by mail, and it's just it works. It's perfect. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all. But of course, like the anti-science people, the anti-facts people are just. I mean, not to say that the Democrats are any more pro-facts, but like empirical, just like non-negotiable, non-partisan facts. The Republicans are just like, nope, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that political. We're gonna make that political. Okay, whatever. So there's a good chance it's going to cause quite a fucking uproar because it looks going to look like Trump is winning a lot of states, but Biden's going to come back and take quite a few of them. So, oops, the whole thing is guaranteed to be a shit show. At this point, I'm actually excited about the possibility of a third party candidate winning 5% or more. I'm obviously pro green. I'm voting for Howie Hawkins. I'm excited about voting for Howie Hawkins. In and of himself, he seems like a shitty candidate. I was never a big fan of him from the beginning. I was pretty excited about Jesse Ventura. If you've been watching my videos, Jesse Ventura. I worked for his campaign for a little bit. I was really excited about his possibility. His celebrity plus his knowledge of the issues and his record, like I really think could have gotten us to 5% and really could have made the Green Party a national party. Like I was kind of hoping Bernie in 2016 was going to go green after he was cheated by Hillary. And there's a lot of instances where we could have had a famous, a celebrity candidate run for us, which with a third party, that kind of thing helps. It really does. So, excuse me. Howie kind of, it seems like he might have rigged some of the votes, and he kind of like, downplayed. His people are in charge of the party, and they might be just as corrupt as the DNC, unfortunately. But it's funny enough that like the opposite narrative exists with a third party because it's like we need unity to vote for this party to get them to the 5% so that we can be for real in the next election or in the election after that. Whereas in with like the DNC, like the Democrats, it's like, well, we need unity. It's like that you actually don't in that sense. It's like because you have a chance of becoming the president and you're really shitty, so I don't want to vote for you. But whereas Howie Hawkins might be a shitty candidate, I want to vote for you because I want your party to become a real party so that we can move in the future. So it's kind of funny, like it's like the opposite narrative. But in reality, it seems as though a lot of people are trending towards voting third party or not voting at all, which, while I would never encourage someone not to vote, it does help us because, we're not trying to get 5 million, we're trying to get 5%. So if 100 million people vote, then yeah, obviously, we want 5%. Or, we want 5 million. But if it's more than that, we would need more votes. I think I estimated we would need about 7.5 million votes to get about 5%, or like a safe number in or around 5% to guarantee us victory, which is not as much as it seems, but well, if we can get serious, if we can get maybe even closer to 5%, like 3.5, 4.5%, something like that, there's a good chance we could get a more celebrity candidate next time around, because their fame gets support. I don't like the Libertarians. I don't agree with them on anything, but it seems that they might have the more support right now, because a lot of like conservative-minded people don't like Trump, and they want someone who still has like conservative values and stuff, or whatever their nonsense is. So if the Libertarians get the 5%, I'm all in favor of that. I don't agree with them. I know that she's not going to be president, but to do that would scare the shit out of the establishment, and might make them actually have to listen to us, because they're going to realize, oh shit, a third party is possible. And I wish a third party was possible. They've rigged it too far away from that in this country. But to get the 5%, or to get even more than 5%, would really fuck with the establishment and really scare them. And I think that could be extremely beneficial. So there's that. I mean, like I said, I'm voting Green just because I'd like the Greens to become a real party, or an official party, because I like their platform. I like what they stand for. They are what the Democrats should be before they sold out. Like, they're like the Lyndon Johnson, like JFK, like 60s kind of Democrat. Like even Hubert Humphrey, like that kind of like progressive, I'm here for the people kind of Democrat. Whereas you have like Clinton, who was the neoliberal, did the bidding of the Republicans. Obama was the great compromiser. I mean, he went into the healthcare debate without even trying to get a public option. Like, he didn't even try to get Medicare for all. If you would go into the the battlefield with Medicare for all, and you come out with Obamacare, I'm not nearly as mad as the fact that like you already were going with their plan and they still rejected you. So it's just, the whole thing is, it's rigged. But it would be really nice to see a third party candidate get that 5% and get that number to just really fuck with the establishment. So, if you're planning on not voting, or you're planning on just like doing eeny meeny miny mo, or writing in somebody, don't do it. Vote Green. Vote Green. And we're not going to win. We're not going to beat Trump or Biden, but we can win in a much different way. And it'll actually help us next time around, because we're always told, unity now. We have to beat McCain and Palin. They're crazy. We have to beat them. Unity now. Oh, we have to beat Romney. He's crazy. Unity now. We have to beat Trump. He's crazy. Unity now. Well, if we were to get a third party to that 5%, they would not be able to say shit next time. Like, oh, we need unity. Well, fuck you. We don't have to vote for you. We actually have a real party to vote for that's on the ballot in every single state. And they'll get debate rights, and they'll get TV rights, and they'll get matching funds, and then they'll get all kinds of things that can really help us, in the next few years, push towards getting a majority into a third party, and maybe taking some Senate seats, some congressional seats. Like, it could be the beginning of something, or we could just keep doing what we've been doing that hasn't worked. So it is what it is. I think Kamala, if anything, hurt Biden. The conventions didn't really do much for either of them. It's an unfortunate race that we're in. But we will see what happens. As always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.